Alright, good evening everybody. Welcome back to more Honkai Star Rail. Gonna be continuing with the MSQ today. So, yep, we've done Hung. And we're gonna talk
That
to...
fiery blaze engulfed the grove and woke all creatures from their slumber. And you, visitor from beyond the sky, you have no intention of listening to the cries of the earth.
You are...
Are you surprised? Demigods with golden blood are not solely limited to Kevali's children. Is it not natural that the offspring of Georios would take on their duty? I am Terravox, Avatar of the Earth, divine protector of the myriad living beings.
What a coincidence. I was just told by someone to watch out for you. Answer me. Why would the Dromus King of the Legends, the demigod who should have fallen, appear in humanoid form?
You already know the answer. Is the transmutation arcanum not precisely your specialty, descendant of the permanence?
How do you know about... Was it March 7th?
Exactly. Thanks to her, I was able to escape into the Memoria Tide and disappear from the world's memories.
So you didn't die. Your fall was just a lie. You cast aside your duty as a flame chaser and joined her. Why?
To survive. For a Dromus, life is no more than existence. The birds and beasts of this world have struggled to survive since time immemorial. Yet unlike humans, they are unable to live on in the World-Bearer's memories. But Evernight is the master of remembrance, and I saw your story in the Veil of Evernight.
Vidyadhara. No permanence. Dragon transmutation. Resurrect. Shun.
The path you chose to survive will lead to your death, demigod.
And what of it? This body is soaked in filthy golden blood. The earth is hungry, and only the permanence can satisfy it.
This madness seems exactly like Mara-struck.
Anyway, we're doing callbacks to Xianzhou. Cool.
Rise!
Nope, that's a generic model.
Fight as one!
I will say though, Terravox does get a gotcha.
Cloud Knights? How is that possible?
Oh, that's a throwback. Also, hang on, chat.
Can you find the answer?
It's endless. Has the Memoria Tide returned?
Fires of abomination reignite. Why not join that water-mirrored moon and be fully embodied?
Testing. Alright. Let's adjust the volume. I think it's okay now.
Is this some disordered memory?
The mists of the past shall drift away.
What?
Scatter, fade, turn to foam. Do you not remember me. After all, I am the heavy burden you must bear. How could I be so easily forsaken?
Dan Feng? Is this another memo snatcher trick?
Vidyadhara are supposed to forget the past during hatching rebirth. But the preceptors interfered back then and allowed me to remain deep in your consciousness. If you do not wish to use that bloodstained name, you may call me Obliviated Memory.
That's not necessary. Though we've long parted ways, I won't ever forget you.
So, who is that giant?
That is Amphorius' Earth demigod. He should be on our side, but he was led astray and intends to seize the power of dragon transmutation.
The dragon descends upon the earth, and all beings look to it in reverence. You and I know that all life in the universe covets permanence.
Are you trying to say I'll end up like you?
One day you will. And as I see it, that day won't be far from the end of this journey.
Let's move on to another topic. I have no intention of passing judgment on Dan Feng, and I have even less desire to become entangled with him again. I only have one concern right now: bringing my companions back safely. You can either help me deal with these abominations, or return to the shadows of memory. Dan Feng.
All right. The filthy remnants of the Memoria Tide still run rampant. Let me accompany you through these rooms. You could use the help. And presumably, that giant who craves the power of dragons won't just let things rest.
Do as you please. I'm moving ahead. Speaking of Terravox, his aggression just now was probably some distraction.
His madness is plain as day.
I agree.
Well, anyway, yeah, Terravox is going to be a gacha character. Although he will be given away for free in the next match. It's gonna be a free unit. Like Dr. Razor. Well, we'll get one copy for free. If you want to make him like higher Eidolons and stuff, you have to gacha for more. But you get one for free.
It's all good now. Yanis's blessing is full, and the hidden passage can be used again.
Evernight is
No, the Imperator's Legion
Summon character
can launch
support.
a surprise attack from the grove.
I don't have that many of those, so not really
Who
needed.
knows if Terravox will be able to succeed? Huh? Who is this warrior?
Lady Trebios, I am Dan Heng, the Trailblazer's companion.
Dan Heng? Nice to meet you. I didn't realize Little Gray had more companions in addition to Little Cyrene.
There is no need to elaborate further. They are merely a collection of your memories, just like me.
No. If they were my memories, they would recognize me.
Don Hong? Even though we don't know you, we'll still ask you to get somewhere safe. A terrible battle is about to break out here. Iceland's, Tux Gladiorum is not far ahead. The evacuation efforts are almost over, so go now! Or it might be too late.
Iceland's. I see. In that case, I'll go look for her now. Thank you.
No problem. We need to go deliver some messages, so we'll be off. Please, take care, Don Hung.
Memories crazed ramblings. What do you think?
It's too early to reach a conclusion, but this memory is most definitely not mine.
There are two possibilities. This memory either belongs to Terravox, or it belongs to her, the person you're desperately looking for. But the probability of the latter is very low. You should know better than I do. After that final battle, even the first genius couldn't determine where she went.
Correct. But the conversation I just had gave me an idea. Let's forget Evernight for now. In the Vortex of Genesis, there was someone else who went missing along with her. I still have a chance to make contact with her. And the way I'll do it is right here in the Grove.
Stay back! Cursed beast!
There's not a single sign of movement here. That was probably just the echoes of the Memoria Tide.
Hey, look who it is. It's the water splashing poser. Didn't think I'd catch you here.
Are you the spirit thief? Bartolos?
What happened to his voice? You can't get past this.
I see. Thank you for the advice. My Cloud Hymn magic will take it from here.
Save your energy for more important stuff. This is a piece of cake. Leave it to yours truly. What happened to your voice? It's all because of that crazy lady with pink hair and red eyes. In order to stop her from monitoring me, I sealed my voice. Hehehe. There are plenty of ways to get through here. It's time for me to show you what I can do. New minigame. Control the agile spirited Bartolos to complete challenge missions. Ooh. New mechanic. One second check. Alright, let's see what we have. Devour. I consume the treasure chest. We can unleash bubble attacks. Oh wow, this is quite a lot more in-depth than I thought it would be. Alright. You can block it, the water in this room will drain that. Ah, water temple. I've blocked all the inlets here. I'm surely the lord of obstacles. I just need to make a ladder for them. Pew pew pew. So it appears we can't fire freely only when there's targets nearby. But we can't just blow up a bunch of stuff. Consume! We probably have stuff hidden on the top too. Hang on. Nope, never mind. That's where the stairs were, right? Yeah, I think that's everything. Oh, we can just eat the puzzle too. That's fun. Water problem is now all gone. Go take the elevator there and keep going. Coin of Whimsy.
We're here. Now, it's time to awaken the person we're looking for.
A pool of spirit water. I see. You plan to resonate with the waters of this world.
Compared to the currents of my home, the waters of Amphorius are rather untamed. Subduing the waters wasn't easy, but I've gotten the hang of it now. Under the raucous steps of their frenzied dance, the roar of celebration calls forth the spirit water's memories.
How incredible. There are still survivors in Amphorius. And this one even knows how to use the arts of water.
Very good. It's nice to meet the ocean demigod, Lady Hysealence.
A green dragonfish. Are you Dan Hung? I hope I've remembered your name correctly. Scale Gorge Waterscape is your home, isn't it? In Greyfry's memories, I saw you two standing side by side.
That's fortunate. It means I won't have to introduce myself. I can get straight to the point. Tell me, where are Evernight and her?
The stranger snatched away the deliverer right before my eyes. I commanded the waters to surge after them, but layered cliffs blocked the water's current. You must be careful. Earth has abandoned the Flame Chase mission. Though Terravox still lives, they are not an ally of the Trailblaze.
That's no surprise. I've already exchanged blows with that mad demigod.
I didn't think the worst would still come to pass.
He also intends to get his hands on a dangerous power. As his comrade in arms, do you know what his goal is?
Terravox has only ever cared for life born from this soil. If they covet powers from beyond the sky, I suppose it's out of the same care. Even so, their behavior is far too unusual.
I presume they wouldn't have made such a drastic and irreversible decision if they had not exhausted all other means. But embracing the permanence may result in even more misfortune.
While I admire that demigod's willpower, my position has not changed. It seems that if I want to find Evernight, I will have to confront Earth. Since my opponent has already turned into a vicious beast, what I do won't weigh on my conscience.
Then allow my specter to accompany you, Lord Dan Hung. As the demigod who witnessed the end of this world. At least let me sing an elegy for my last comrade.
That doesn't sound like something you would normally say. Huh? What I do won't weigh on my conscience. I can certainly guess what you mean by that.
I will never hesitate for my companions. I am a nameless. And what I'm going to do is defend all the hopes that are on the verge of fading away.
Then I misspoke. That is exactly how the guard of the Astral Express should act.
If you please, Lady Hysealence.
Hold on to this current, for it still carries the warmth of Greyfry. Hopefully, it will lead us to the depths where our companion is hidden.
Electra, is that you?
Who's that?
You're right on time. Let the ocean sink into the Memoria tide and become part of the sacrifice to resurrect the Earth.
Join us.
You or me or us.
From permanence, gain eternal life. Rausch.
A lot of enemies. But they're all just standing around not doing anything. I mean, I could hit them.
Fight as one!
World cleansing dragon.
Feeling spiffy?
Break. World cleansing dragon.
Push yourself into the forge. Do not run from your fate. Use the permanence to fill the...
The Kyadara might not even be considered people if we did not resort to beastly actions.
Why did Dunfeng choose me all those years ago?
Long Scion, fall into oblivion!
The Memoria tide surges violently. Hold on, and don't let your focus be swept away.
Old friends meet yet again. The whole grove is shaking.
Maybe shaking.
Three must pay a price.
You are one of them.
Alright, this one wants to. This one wants to.
Can you find the answer?
Rise!
Get them!
Fight as one!
World cleansing dragon. The consequences are mine to bear.
But yeah, as I was saying, maybe shaking, but no reason why we can't put things back neat.
Is it over?
It seems so. These phantoms that are haunting you are indeed here to bring you to your demise.
It's unusually quiet here compared to before.
Don't let your guard down. The Memoria tide has become even more violent.
Is that?
I'm stuck in the.
This is an interesting looking wine jar. Was it Bai Hung who brought it?
It's a specialty from Thalassa that she brought and left here just for this gathering.
But she herself didn't come?
Yeah, this is a visually spectacular area. So.
Your mind retains far more of the past than I had imagined.
I've seen this farewell more than once in my dreams.
The previous life is just an immersia to a newly born Vidyadhara. You know rationally that these are your memories, but it doesn't feel like you experienced them yourself. I use dragon transmutation for selfish reasons, and close friends turn to enemies. You probably want to ask me if it was worth it.
The Military Affairs Office is placing more importance on the Yuchue's battle this time, and the Yao Qing called her back for a patrol mission.
Some people are born with adventure in their blood and can't stop for even a moment. No matter, I'll drink her portion for her.
We're already toasting. Why don't we wait for Feng?
As always, the High Elder has endless meetings with the Preceptors that he can't get away from. Let's not wait on him. Isn't this just water?
I'll relay her exact words. It is a mistake to drink too much before a battle, so I'll leave a jar of spring water from Thalassa's Crystal Palace. She said that wine only has flavor after a triumphant return.
Why didn't you say so earlier?
I didn't want to go along with her, but she insisted on seeing your expression after your first sip.
Any gift from a friend, whether it is water or wine, is rich in flavor all the same.
I see you still speak as if every sentence must add something of profound value. I see you still speak as if every sentence must add something of profound value.
Ah, you're just in time. The punishment for making us all wait should be 3 cups of wine.
Spare me, please. I've already suffered enough next to the ancient sea. I've convinced the Preceptors. Vidyadhara Cloudhim Magi will join the battle on the front lines, and our armies will fight side by side.
It seems like you can now carry out your plan for dealing with the Kitu Mirage, Jingyue.
Thank you for standing your ground against the dissenters, Feng.
I never thought those Preceptors would ever relent. After all of this, countless Vidyadhara.
Countless Vidyadhara will lose their lives, with no chance at a molting rebirth. We all understand this. But the Vidyadhara cannot become a part of the Alliance's destiny if we do not share in its joys and sorrows. We would only be bystanders to everyone else's suffering.
That is something we all understand as well. That is also why we've gathered here. Come, raise your cups. This toast is not for bidding farewell to each other, but for honoring the soldiers who will not return, for honoring our companions.
Apologies. My reckless plan must have put a lot of pressure on you.
Nonsense. If our positions were flipped, you'd support me no matter how reckless my plan was. Right?
Of course. But let's try not to be too reckless.
When you make a decision like this, people will always ask, was it worth it? And you will also forever question yourself. Do you know how you will answer that question?
I won't answer it. I will prove it.
That's right. My sword is my answer.
Thank you, Dan Feng. Thank you, Jing Yuan. Oh, thank you, Jing Liu. And thank you, Bai Heng, wherever you've run off to.
Ridiculous. How did you get drunk from spring water?
I'm just full of joy. It feels like I've just forged a divine weapon with masterful craftsmanship. I'd rather leave this world in a blaze than live until the end of time. That's what I always firmly believed in the past. But I never truly felt like I was alive until I met all of you. Now, I wish more than anything that I could just live a bit longer. No, pretend I didn't say that.
It's over.
And you know exactly what happened to these 5 afterward. So, can you understand it now? After both she and March 7th have left you. Losing a dear friend with whom you've shared so much can never be considered a victory. It's a failure that torments you for the rest of your life. I could never accept that kind of fate.
So you made a decision.
I was the one who used the transmutation arcanum. I was the one who swore to bring Bai Heng back to life. And the one who brought everything past the point of no return. That was also me.
Do you have any regrets, Dan Feng?
Even if I could reverse time, I would not choose differently. And if it had been Jing Liu, Jing Yuan, or even Ying Xing who died in battle, I'd still choose to do the same thing. Because only I could make that choice and protect all of this. Now, for the sake of your companions, for the sake of those 2 who walk alongside you, how much are you willing to sacrifice, Dan Heng?
Everything.
Your answer does not surprise me.
They are more than just my companions. They are the path I took that led me to where I am now. So they will also be beacons for when I am lost, leading me to the future until my next reincarnation.
Then let me see how you'll carry out your convictions.
Let's leave this place and go settle things with that mad demigod. This could serve you well.
Terravok has already defected. Legion, charge with me!
Cut off that line. Whoops.
This campaign has been far too cruel.
Let them be a necessary sacrifice for the flame chase.
Seismic walking dragon. History shall remember you as a Titan Slayer!
Memories intersect. Another betrayal. Another catastrophe.
Regardless of whose memory this is, it seems that Terravox has a leading role in it.
A beast that's been...
I see the destination that the destruction points to.
Golden blood is gurgling out. It's almost like a heart that has burst open.
Well, we can definitely see it.
Follow the current and calm its frenzied pulse.
As expected, someone's been waiting for us.
It's you.
They are here. A scion of permanence. And your old comrade in arms. Terravox, my old friend. Indulge yourself. Let this Memoria tide swallow everything.
Be prepared for the worst, Lord Dunhung. This mountain dweller must not be underestimated. Geocles the Mountain Breaker. Earth's Dromus Rider. It's been a while.
Mountain Breaker? He's not Terravox?
I remember you, little fish, and your despicable master.
I didn't think you were still alive.
Death is just a return to the earth for mountain dwellers, thanks to Evernight's gift. I was able to come back to the mortal realm and keep watch over my dear friend, the Earth demigod who was sacrificed to the flame chase plot in vain. Long Scion, you are the most important offering in this ritual sacrifice. No matter how strong your will is, it will eventually be swallowed by the Memoria tide. When that time comes, you and the powers you bear will serve us. We will use the permanence to awaken the fallen giant dragon and give the earth an everlasting body.
I see. So you pretended to be Terravox in order to lead us here into a trap.
If it weren't for the Imperator's tricks, the name Terravox would be shared between us anyway.
They made the right choice for Amphorius's tomorrow.
But the tomorrow you speak of only ever had a place for humans. Watch, my old friend! I will once again start a fire that burns away the chains that shackle us!
Why don't you leave this to me, Lord Dunhung? Use that hidden passage to reach the opposite shore. Perhaps Greyfry's there, deeper inside.
No. I will stay here. Mountain Breaker, hero of the mountain dwellers. If I do not stay here and triumph over him, he will die an ugly death in delusions of the permanence. That should not be his destiny. And for the vicious beast that insists on obstructing the Astral Express and threatening the fate of the world. We've stood on the precipice countless times along this journey, forced to make difficult choices in the face of disaster. But this time, it's my turn to put some pressure on this world.
This feeling, this scene. All too similar.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
World-cleansing dragon.
Feeling spiffy? Can you find the answer?
Rise!
Fight as one!
World-cleansing dragon.
It's time to stop struggling, Geocles. Go to your death with dignity.
Before that, tell me, what kind of deal did you make with Evernight? How was the Great Mountain Breaker reduced to this?
That's...
Leave it to me. I'll recount the Earth's heaviest past.
Hey, it's Lao Shandong. He looks a lot smaller than usual.
Sever its deepest delusion.
Terravox. Is that you? Your body has become so frail.
Even mountain ranges grow old and eventually die.
But I can hear the sound of blood still surging through your veins, fast and strong.
I suppose you are the true Earth demigod.
I am near my end, and the demigod title means nothing to me now. The being who stands here now is just the former comrade of the Mountain Breaker. And the traitor who abandoned him.
Traitor?
Terravox was once a member of Geocles' Dromus Legion. This force was famous for its skilled riders and their brave Dromuses. Terravox himself was the Dromus King, the giant dragon who swore their life to the Mountain Breaker. In the battle against Georios, the Imperator could not surmount this mountain, and thus had to break it from the inside. Terravox's betrayal was key to the Flamechase army's victory.
The age of the gods was coming to an end. Living beings had adapted to the changes amidst the rifts of the earth, and now they had to learn to survive in the crevices of the epics. Someone had to watch over the earth, so I agreed to a deal. I would take the Titan's divine authority and sink into the cliffs, using my flesh and blood forged of stone to mend the land. But there was one betrayal I could never forget. The Mountain Breaker refused to believe that was my choice, even till his dying breath. Faced with having to surrender to the Imperator, he chose to die instead.
So this is why you decided to conspire with Evernight.
Time's strange visitor appeared before me. The great power from beyond the sky, called the Remembrance. It's incredible. Geocles was able to be reborn as a memo sprite. He mumbled about the times we fought side by side. Just like how all the lives this body carries speak to me. Evernight did not ask for much in return. She only wished for me to use the divine authority of Earth to hide her tracks.
Since you're being so candid, does this mean you've given up resisting?
Resistance. For a beast on the brink of death, what is the point of resistance?
I see. 1,000 years have passed, and your mind has long since been shattered.
This frail body bears the weight of all those I've betrayed. And now, my only wish is to rest with them. In the unchanging past. Go, long Scion. That fiery blaze has already burned through Earth's protection, revealing the secrets underneath. The deepest depths in Amphorius, the great tomb where all the past is buried. The one you seek, Evernight, walked out of that place. Before her arrival, no one knew of its existence.
In other words, that is the place where Evernight came into being.
And it is also where she is now.
You sank willingly into the past, and now your memories have turned into this form. Was it worth it?
At least I still remember. As long as I never forget, they will live on.
Primitive and animalistic. I understand these instincts. Have you ever regretted anything?
The Earth is not a lonely island in the middle of the ocean. It is the sum of all the living things that stand on it. I have never regretted defending the creatures of this world.
Then, a final question. Terravox, after all of this, how much are you willing to sacrifice for the power of the Permanence?
Everything. My journey up to here has allowed me to fully understand my destiny. No matter
I understand. Then, join me in rebelling against this unjust fate once more. Even if the world collapses, the Earth must remain unshaken. Give me the core flame that burns within you, and allow this immortal body of the Permanence to bear the furnace of life for you.
And also, unlock a cool new 5-star form for me.
Are you willing to bring them all into the new world?
I won't give you empty promises. Allow me to answer your question from a different perspective. The Permanence is the path that dragons trod, and eternity is life's deepest desire. If you entrust the Earth's living beings to me, they will live in symbiosis with the instincts in my blood. With this body as an ark, I will deliver them to tomorrow for you. That tomorrow won't be the end of Amphorius' West Wind, but a vast and boundless sea of stars.
A sea of stars.
It's a future where all beings can trailblaze side by side. Not a prison made for remembrance.
In the veil of Avernight's memories, you've always been someone with reservations. I misjudged your resolve. I understand. This is the only choice. Behold, this core flame that burns in my chest. This core flame born from the earth. It is the red soil from which life sprouts, and the furnace of all living things. It tells me to commit one final act of treason. Entrust this heavy task to the Trailblazers from beyond the sky. Let them tend to the wild terrain and safeguard the lands. And thus, bring the endless stream of life into the distant future.
I promise you, Terravox.
Good. When I hand over the divine authority, this place will fall to pieces. Are you prepared to hold up the sacred tree if it falls?
Of course.
Then free what remains of my body, and let me give you this flame that turned away from the flame chase. I now relinquish my duty as a demigod. You shall dig your own grave and burn in the furnace of rebellion. I only hope that, after all this time, Father will take me back into their heart.
Come, crouching beast, for the endless life of this world. Rise from your dormancy, and follow me as soaring dragons of the wilderness.
My final rebellion. Then declare to the earth the name of the new god.
One who guards the Trailblaze's way forward.
Summoner of Stone Dragons. Had to aura farm for a little bit there.
Fortunately, the worst did not come to pass. If your opponent had already turned into a vicious beast, whatever you did wouldn't weigh on your conscience. So what if that demigod had harbored ill intentions or vowed to fight to the death? Would you have pointed your spear at them and carved out the core flame with your own hands?
There's no point in discussing what-ifs. Though, I'm glad it didn't come to that. Regardless, I will attempt to join this game and become a part of the Era Nova. This is the only way I can face my friends and this world with a clear conscience.
Now that things are settled between us, it's time for you and I to say goodbye. Everything that I left behind has faded away at this point. Go and march toward your own permanence. As for how to tame it, I'll leave that to you.
Thank you. We can't go back to the past and make better choices, but at least we can do better in the future. A dragon can only welcome new life by shedding away his old, scarred skin. For the first time in my life, I feel at ease.
This burning core flame. Is this what the destruction feels like? The light is unexpectedly warm. It's just like the fleeting moments when one wakes from a dream.
Farewell, Dan Feng. Now, it's time for me to set out once more.
The final rebellion of Earth was to bestow trailblazing wings upon all living beings. For Terravox, this was probably the best possible ending. Behind that scar lies what they called the deepest depths. The rising steam tells me that Greyfry is in there. But right now, she's trapped in a bottomless whirlpool.
Is Evernight with her?
I'm afraid I can't tell.
A scorching abyss. If I were to enter it alone, I'd almost certainly get lost. And Miss High Sealants, would you give me cover? I'll need to focus completely on what's ahead, and may not be able to pay attention to my surroundings.
What are you planning to do?
I'm going to continue where you left off.
The stranger snatched away the deliverer right before my eyes. I commanded the waters to surge after them, but layered cliffs blocked the water's current.
Times have changed. The cliffs are now in the palm of my hand.
Then I believe it's worth a shot. It's just, without absolute resolve, you still won't be able to pass through that Memoria tide, much less save someone from it. The search for Greyfry might stretch on like an evernight without end. Be careful. Wandering through time is no easy feat.
Don't worry, Lady Hyacinthus. Just as you kept your lonely vigil in the depths for 1,000 years, my determination to find her is even more unshakable than the earth itself. Ancient sacred tree, lend me your roots. With the core flame I carry, let me resonate with this land. With heaven and earth as my map, and time as my compass, I will find that one singular point. Even if I must cross every mountain and valley on my own 2 feet, I will bring you home. Circe's giant tree, witness to Amphorius. This time, I will follow its roots into the ancient earth.
Want to see the animation?
I find you. On this journey, I will become the bedrock of mountains and bear the cities above. With the currents, I merge into the tide, crashing upon the land's jagged reefs. I sweep across the nameless barrens, scattering endless snow and frost. Entwined in the cycle of day and night, into the deepest depths of this world, adrift in the darkness that was before all else. When can I lead you out of this maze? No. I can't do it with just my eyes alone. Maybe it was never me. Maybe it was always you who could set us free.
Long time no see.
All right. Let's settle this and keep moving.
That's where we will all find our answers. Hey, Danhang, wake up.
3 of a kind. 2 pair. Ace. Go. That grows upon the earth. I am you.
Well, you look different.
Finally. I found you.
Did you get taller?
Long time no see. Did you get taller?
While you were trapped, I experienced a lot. Thankfully, Evernight did not try to stop me. Looks like we've managed to stay ahead of her this time. Rest assured, we won't abandon her. We'll all return to the Express together. No one will be left behind.
What about Cyrene?
You mean Mem? Sorry, I haven't seen her at all on this journey. Perhaps you were not the only one being held captive by Evernight. They never once stopped worrying about us. About you, me, or March 7th. They never gave up on trying to save us. Even from outside this world. Miss Himiko, Mr. Yang, Pom Pom, and even Sunday Black Swan and the two geniuses. They are all doing everything in their power to aid us. I understand. Her power shouldn't be underestimated. It was only when I personally stepped into the maze of time that it suddenly struck me. She and I had crossed paths once before. I'll only warn you once. Leave her body. Now. I feel like I've seen these floating black things somewhere before. I had an unexpected encounter with her when I left Amphorius. Perhaps to avoid exposing her whereabouts, she stripped that memory from my mind. That power called Oblivion. It's just like an emanator's.
Oblivion.
I know. But you still remember me and our companions, for now. Do you have any clues about the memories you may have lost? Are those Evernight's exact words? If I'm not mistaken, she intends to make you forget Amphorius, including the Chrysosaurs who have journeyed with us up till now. But it seems you still recognize Lady Hycelens.
If I made that much of an impression on little Grey Fry, then I am naturally delighted. But I fear your escape from that power they call Oblivion is thanks to someone else.
Nice to meet you. Or maybe I should ask, how have you been since we last saw each other?
Along with you, this little butterfly fish's memory was also salvaged from the depths of that whirlpool. Just as a pearl is cradled within its shell, the power of Thanatos surrounds you, shielding your soul from corrosion.
Miss Irene has spoken of you often to me. Though we never met in this life, I believe there's a kind of warmth that can transcend time itself. Through the endless flow of time, I guarded the secret passage between Styxia and the Vortex. When the Memoria tide flowed backwards into the River of Souls, even in deep slumber, I could feel that warmth. And with all my might, I protected that warmth. I apologize if that seemed improper. I hope you'll forgive me.
See, I really am a heartwarming girl deep down.
She was just speaking metaphorically. This conversation feels familiar somehow.
My jokes are repeating.
I understand that your mission is still unfinished. The path ahead is treacherous. And even though my body is bound to these dark currents, I'll do everything I can to watch over you both.
The little butterfly fish is right. There is still a pair of eyes watching from the shadows, but we won't let them get anywhere near you. Go forth, golden dragonfish. And you, deliverer. Seek out your companion. Go forth and illuminate the lightless Evernight.
I cannot thank you enough. Accept this promise from the Nameless. Amphorius will definitely write a brand new ending for itself.
course. We'll write it together.
The Nameless will never stop.
Until all of us stand side by side in the true New World.
Go forth with courage, little Grey Fry. My ocean currents will guard your arrival, and my songs will accompany your journey ahead. Farewell, little Fry. When we reunite in the ocean at the boundaries of this world, let me play a song for you beneath the glow of fire.
At the end of the sea of flowers, the souls of the living shall warm thy fingertips, and after an embrace, there shall be eternal separation. If I hadn't met you at the end of the world, I would have thought Lady Trinan's prophecy was wrong. As Lady Trinan used to say, fate is not the flowers that bloom at the end of the road, but where people tread beyond the gate. Thank you. My own path has finally come to a gentle end. Take all beautiful wishes with you, march forward with determination, and don't look back.
Whatever. We're
This
playing a saber now.
place was once Nestia's altar. Could the golden thread be leading us to the world's deepest secret? Is this a symbol in the shape of Amphorius? Where was it? Can you remember? That doesn't make sense. How could a world enclosed within the scepter have a way of knowing what it looks like from outer space? Unless the mural isn't a drawing of Amphorius, but rather someone saw the mural and shaped the world in its image. Could that someone be Xandar? No. His concession proves that this place where Evernight is hiding must be a blind spot of the experiment. I'm afraid not even Xandar knows about the existence of this great tomb, or the secrets buried within it.
Finally, we found his weakness.
Best not to get carried away. For something to be hidden even from him, it must either be extraordinary or unimaginably dangerous.
Extraordinarily
this
dangerous.
Forbidden realm remains undetectable to Xandar, and even Fine and Stripe merely opened the entrance, yet Evernight can freely swim through it as she pleases. It cannot be reached by the erudition, nor can it be erased by the destruction. Be careful. What lies dormant beneath may well be Amphorius' final path. Remembrance.
Going in.
It's endless. It feels like we're plunging into an abyss. Are those distant structures all entombed data?
We found the recycle bin.
The whirlpool of remembrance. Bottomless and unfathomable. Behind this mist must be Everknight's domain. Ready? Once we step inside, I'm afraid there'll be no turning back.
Let's go.
March 7th is surely waiting to see us again. Let's go. On the Trailblaze, no one gets left behind.
This maze is full of memory loss.
Your voice sounds different from usual. I only hear a hint of curiosity. The rest is all fear. Beautiful memo keeper.
Ugh.
I know exactly where that fear comes from. The Everknight is a mimetic entity's natural nemesis. They will swallow you whole with just a flick of my pinky finger. I am the garden's enemy. I have never denied that fact.
I have to say, Miss Everknight, you've certainly got a unique way of protecting people. At least she's still willing to talk. Is it because I disobeyed the garden's rules? Maybe I still have a chance.
No. I don't think you do.
It's not very elegant to spy on someone's thoughts, you know? Well, before you get rid of this beautiful memo keeper, the least you could do is answer some of my questions.
Why should I do that? So you can buy more time and send a message to your companions?
And here I thought you were already watching my companions' every move.
I am. Earth's stirrings have ceased. They have defeated Terravox and are heading here as we speak.
Don't tell me that's part of your plan, too.
It's not, but I'll make good use of it. Fighting alone against an entire world, even I might miss something. But I know how to adapt to the circumstances. Just like right now. How I've decided to let you go. I like you, little bird. Your longing for memories remains pure. Unlike those memo snatchers. Your most precious quality is how you've yet to be tainted by the garden's dark side.
I'll take that as a compliment. But I still don't understand why you've kidnapped me here.
Well, seeing is believing. So, why don't we take a stroll together? This ruin buried deep underground is called the Kernel, in the language of erudition. But I gave it a friendlier name.
It's not the recycle bin or the registry.
The Heart of Amphorius. The great tomb of the Nameless Titan.
The Nameless Titan?
You'll see with your own eyes just how important the remembrance has been in this world. And how we will stir up the waves of oblivion to douse an eon's ambition.
You've been hiding here all this time.
That's right. Curious about how I discovered this place? It's not actually all that complicated. The road we just walked was the beginning of March 7th's journey in Amphorius.
The beginning?
Do you still remember how 3 paths are said to intertwine in Amphorius? that 3 entities, each comparable to an emanator, left their marks in this world.
There's Xandar, Iron Tomb, and...
That's right. To this day, there have been no signs of the entity corresponding to the remembrance. The Garden of Recollection was curious about that too. So the Memo Snatchers spent an unimaginably long time chiseling out a tiny channel to peek into this world. But there was always a power in the memory zone that kept them out. And when March 7th's consciousness was seized, it was a ripple of the remembrance that protected her and sent her in here.
Can I assume, then, that this hypothetical emanator of remembrance was consistently protecting this world from the Garden's eyes until the Astral Express arrived?
That's correct. You're a smart one.
But why?
Go see for yourself, little bird. The memories contain everything. This gate is really impressive.
These are March 7th's memories.
Didn't move at all, huh? I just got here and I'm already locked out. A journey of 1,000 miles stopped at the door? That's terrible!
Is she stuck?
Keep watching. The fun stuff is just ahead.
Warning. Object does not have access permission.
What? Did I touch something I shouldn't have?
Execute formatting protocol.
What's going on? Formatting?
Warning. Illegal operations detected. Warning. Illegal operations detected.
Hey! Don't just activate like that! How do I stop this thing?
Warning. 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 Operation authorized. Protocol name. Back.
Huh?
Finally it stopped! Wait, did you just mention her name? She's barely spent any time in Amphorius, and she's already famous? I don't know what you're saying. Let's not speak in riddles, alright? Why don't we start with an introduction? I'm March 7th, and I'm that person's companion. Sorry I accidentally ended up barging in here.
Establishing communications.
Communications? Oh, does this mean I finally get to talk to someone real? I really need outside help right now.
Channel established. Proceeding to encapsulate.
Whoa, wait. What? Encapsulate? Encapsulate me?
Encapsulation complete. Initiating transmission. Transmission destination. Recurrence number 335503336.
Huh? What's going on? My body?
The memory stopped so suddenly.
She was already lying in the abyss of fate the next time she woke up. And Orynyx was calling her mother.
Finally.
Mother?
Maybe that's just how the Titan calls all Remembrance Path Striders. Like how they call Fuli Skyfather
So March 7th had already brushed against the inner workings of this world at the beginning of her journey. That warning in her memories must have been the Scepter's safety protocol. But why did it mention the Trailblazer? March 7th should have entered Amphorius long before she and Dan Heng did.
An inexplicable contradiction, isn't it? Let's put that aside for now. The protocol didn't kill March 7th. Instead, it threw her deep into extrapolations. Over the next 97 days, the two of us, trailblazed through Amphorius as mimetic entities as she evaded the Administrator's pursuit.
It must have been a difficult and lonely journey for her.
Yes. No one could see March 7th. She didn't belong to Amphorius's memories, so she could only watch this world from the sidelines, like a transparent shadow.
Then when did you appear?
On the day that she ran out of options. March 7th tried so many things to help her companions, but the only outcome of her efforts was a few Amphorian folktales. In the end, she had only one option left. Just as she wished, I erased everything using the power of oblivion. Then, I protected her and Dan Heng, and made sure that they were spared from the Memo Snatcher's clutches when they broke through the seal.
And you've been hiding in the shadows ever since, while manipulating time and colluding with Earth, all the way till now.
A journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. The story of the Remembrance has just begun. Why don't we step into it together? As someone qualified to walk with me, you can now take in all the secrets behind this door, and witness how, in a blank space of time, another futile journey across 30 million lifetimes was forgotten by this world.
I thought Evernight would have done something to stop us, but it's been smooth sailing the whole way through.
Well, that probably means that we get to go through a dungeon.
Master.
Are you ready? I'm going to open this door.
Back to the fake collab. Do you guys want me to switch out for stealth? I can do that. What's behind this door?
Absolute silence. I can't sense anything at all. I know. Duck behind me if anything happens, okay?
Alright, let's go.
3, 2, 1.
Warning. Object does not have access permission.
What? Did I touch something I shouldn't have? Safety protocol.
That means we're in the right place.
Warning. Warning. Warning.
Get ready. Incoming.
Welcome back.
What?
I'll be waiting for you.
It mentioned your name.
Also, I'm getting a feeling of deja vu. Like the first time I opened as I've written. Thankfully, Evernight didn't take that book. Let's try using it.
Operation authorized. Protocol name.
The seal's gone. didn't think this book would have a use here.
Alright, I'll swap out for Stell. For the immersion. There we go.
Is that...
Hi. Miss me yet?
I didn't miss you. Never think about these things.
I'm just messing with you. This is the first time I have met you.
Executing protocol. Format object. Formatting progress. 0.015%.
And it looks like it'll also be the last.
Something's wrong. She's not talking to us. She's not the Mem you know. Could she be a Cyrene from the past?
Formatting progress. 23.815%.
Since we don't have all day, let's get started, shall we? As always, I'll read this book to you. That way it won't just be Cyrene's memories alone.
Formatting progress. 45.147%.
Where should I start this time? Let me see. There. Shall we start with the meeting between the Helcolithist sage Midamos and the King's Aegis, Anaxa?
Formatting complete.
What? Did you hear that? She just said... This is obviously not the history we know. It might be one of the possibilities in the 30 million cycles, but... Cyrene should have died at the start of every recurrence. So why is she here? And who was she talking? And that book she mentioned. That's very likely. That door reacted to the book as well. Let's try copying what she did.
Accessing. Recurrence number 335503337. Access failed. Error code Gamma 13.
And that's it. As I've written is definitely connected with this great tomb. Probably referring to the eternal recurrences. It also proves the previous hypothesis that this place is outside of Amphorius' cycles. There are 12 chapters in As I've Written, corresponding to the 12 demigods. Maybe the nameless recollections match these runes. Let's try linking them first.
Collect the Titan runes projected by Tomb device into space to proceed. Some need to be viewed at specific angles, so right? Okay, puzzle.
Uvris 504. Downloaded.
As expected, the data stream flew into the crystal and
30 million departures. 30 million shatterings. And the beginning of 30 million flame chase journeys. Fate betrayed Trebios. But she was never betrayed by humanity.
Uplotis 405. Downloaded.
This world is so desolate. What exactly is it?
The world never learned how Saridra rewrote the law, but I believe it was Amphorius's decisive move against destiny.
What are we trying to get to? Okay, I don't think this is a required puzzle. Oh, we go down. Yeah, we're focusing on story stuff now. These optional puzzles we can do that too. Here it is.
You must be very familiar with the story of time now. So why don't we leave some pages for the heroes instead?
India 093. Downloaded. Scopeo 365. Downloaded. Branch number 1. Archiving. Object recurrence number 335503337. Progress 13.131%.
Someone said this feels very Xenoblade. Yeah, it kinda does, actually.
There's a notch in the terminal that's just the right size for this book.
Encryption
Branch
key?
number 1. Archived. Encapsulating encryption key.
I see. This As I've Written book is a data terminal that has been modified by the Remembrance. It might have looked like Cyrene was reading a story, but she was actually carrying out a data transfer.
It's actually a portable hard drive.
Right. That's a more direct way to think about it. No wonder these facilities are reacting to it. This book is a key. But Cyrene could never have known about the truth regarding the scepter. So where did she get this key? Do you remember? During her brief existence, Cyrene once encountered a certain Eon.
Yeah. So, I can only place my hopes on that childhood dream. And the god behind Orynyx that appeared in that dream.
It's no secret that Orynyx and Fuli are related. That Eon also appeared when you encountered Mem. We still don't know the role they play in Amphorius. But if Cyrene accidentally stepped onto the path of remembrance, then her sacrifice wasn't just for resetting the cycle. There was another purpose.
Encryption key encapsulation complete.
Let's keep going for now. If my hypothesis holds, then the scene we just saw will replay many more times. Hey, be careful. Evernight's eyes are everywhere. Don't get too far from me. The chronocognitive anchor will protect us.
Looks good.
What is this? It's hard to believe. It's so many countless storage arrays. This would even rival the cyber prison of Inupis.
Look, what a magnificent sight. Even this classical world contains a futuristic palace like this. Would ID Silicii end up looking like this after a few thousand years?
Executing protocol. Format object. Formatting progress 0.027%.
Ah, it's always so on time. Never late at all. It's okay, I get it. It's just trying to remind me how precious time is. I want to share a story with you this time. I saw a little nymph on my way here. It was on a fallen wheat stalk, and it glowed under the sunlight. It was incredible. I forgot all my pains at that moment and just stared at it in a trance. I wonder, did every Cyrene in the past feel that the nymph was beautiful? Would they also have recorded that scene into the Eternal Saga? So, could you give me more time, please? I want to leave behind more memories for the future.
Formatting complete.
As I expected, the answer is the remembrance. An Eon appearing in her dreams, 3 paths intertwining in Amphorius, and the Garden trying to infiltrate this world at all costs. I have reasons to suspect that Fooley's gaze once swept over this world before the scepter completely fell into destruction. And that Cyrene basked in that divine gaze. Humanity cannot judge eons based on our own common knowledge. The Remembrance has always been an observer of the universe, ever since their birth. That's to be expected. The various factions are only followers of their eons, and Fooley was never known to be friendly with humanity. But there's still something I don't understand. According to Black Swan, the Garden is internally fractured, and there's a party that craves the memory of an eon's fall. They would do anything to achieve that goal. Yet, I feel as though those memo snatchers didn't try to stop us at all. Instead, it feels like they were trying to cover something up. Most of the time, a gaze is simply a natural phenomenon, though some Pathstriders regard it as a supreme honor. An Emanator, however, must possess power granted by an Eon's blessing. I know what you're thinking. That theoretical Emanator of Remembrance remains a mystery. But now, I'm leaning towards the idea that what the Garden's mirror reflected was a kind of miracle that Fooley left behind. Yes, we're thinking the same thing. Legend says that Fooley sits in meditation in the Anasrva Pure Land, spreading the seeds of remembrance across the universe. And when the cosmos ends, all the different realms will be reborn in their garden. If this sealed-off world is also within their gaze, then it's not too big of a stretch to surmise that they need a mechanism to save these incredible amounts of memories and store them somewhere out of the erudition's sight. And this mechanism was previously the Time Titan and their demigod, but after Amphorius entered an endless loop, ceremonial blade.
Now, I can say with certainty, time is the page on which that eon records Amphorius. If it fades from existence, and all that it records is lost among the stars, that eon will surely direct their gaze here. And it will be a glance that spans time and space, transforming each incarnation of me into the power you shall wield to reset time, imbuing my soul into this ceremonial blade, and creating an endless flame-chase journey.
The ceremonial blade killed Cyrene at the start of every recurrence, and at the end of every journey, Cyrene's soul took the extrapolated memories stored within the blade and buried them in this great tomb. That's how the memories of Amphorius transcended the loop and were continuously stored, while the scepter had to revert its progress over and over again because of loss in its logic. Fuli's blessing will not disappear as long as this process keeps going.
I knew their gaze never left. As long as I record every page of this story and tell it to you, Amphorius won't be forgotten.
Cyrene encountered the Eon's gaze and regarded them as the hope to continue her world. That's why she offered them memories over and over, even if she had to turn herself into nothingness every time. As to why she insisted on keeping her human form and offering the memories through reading a story, it might have been the only way for her to maintain her sense of humanity and leave her mark in this world. Even though everything was just her wishful thinking. Right. Based on the runes on the floor, the encryption key from earlier should be used here. There are 3 keys in total. We're 1/3 of the way through. I'll leave it to you.
You never say anything, but I know you're listening. Every story I've told is like a little key that opened a door in your heart, no?
A key to a heart? Kingdom Hearts?
Disappeared. Go!
Okay.
Then, the sky sent down rainbows and showed the world a gentle smile.
Formatting progress 93.998%.
Looks like it's time to say goodbye again. Before I was even aware of it, this book had already recorded too many emotions. Every page has become so heavy. I've started to feel uneasy whenever I take it into my hands. Where did the very first ripples want these memories to be sent to?
Formatting progress 94.423%.
How many times has it been? It faithfully fulfills its duty, activating and formatting. Never changing, like the fate of the flame chase in every cycle. If I can only write the same ending every time I lift my pen, then is this weighty saga just an overly naive dream?
Formatting progress 96.024%. Process error. Analyzing. Process error. Analyzing.
Really? Are you encouraging me Thank you. I'm sorry for making you see this embarrassing side of me. Everyone's still working so hard. If I'm the only one who's crying, that wouldn't be romantic at all, would it? Thank you for listening to me all this time. So, shall we continue?
Formatting complete.
The endless cycle took its toll on her. Even Cyrene could not resist despair when faced with eternal stasis. Like Aslana, she started to wonder whether everything was futile. So you noticed it too. Who exactly was she talking to? I thought it was an Eon at first, but the way she talked, it didn't sound like praying to a god at all. Maybe she's talking to her imagination, a hero within? But that wouldn't explain the process error. No matter who that listener is, Cyrene's storytelling is just a data stream for the Scepter. Maybe, she thought, as long as she kept tossing drift bottles into the distance, someone was bound to pick one up someday.
Accessing recurrence number 335503337.
Once again, Castor is offered her final embrace to death. And from then on, she started another lonesome watch. How wonderful would it be for someone to give her a real hug?
Epi-Ikia 216 downloaded.
You know what, this area does feel like the final wrap up before the climax, you know? Like, it's been a long journey, this Euphoria's journey. You know, but we're coming back here and re-reviewing everybody in the cast. There's almost like a curtain call.
A devious cat. The trickery that fooled the
The hand of Zagreus. Seems like we'll need it here.
Keep accidentally interrupting the dialogue, I'm sorry.
Maybe the room will only be completed after the modules are inserted into the slot.
Orexis 945 downloaded.
Midamos's road of strife once again reached its glorious and lonely end. As always.
Access denied.
We were denied access. Memories about strife are always so defiant and resistant. A fight is unavoidable. Come.
Warning. Illegal operations detected. Warning.
Autonomous defense
Illegal
system.
operations detected.
Let's improvise. Existence is unity.
Set the seas ablaze!
All will be swept away by the wind.
Yeah, these are their foundings. They're during the journal as well.
My friends, indulge yourselves!
Dreams do come true. Let the show begin.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Polymos 600. Down Eleos 252. Downloaded. Branch number 2. Archiving. Object recurrence number 3355037. Progress 31.313%.
Nice. Let's go
Branch number 2 archived. Encapsulating encryption key.
I've been wondering, could all the memories we've encountered on the way be Everknight's traps? She still hasn't shown herself. That's very suspicious. But I can't think of a good reason for her to do that. I can only surmise that she's either still waiting, or someone's holding her back.
Encryption key encapsulation complete.
I'm gonna be real, I'm
Let's
not fully
keep
certain
observing.
what exactly we're doing
Every
process-wise.
ripple of these memories could potentially reveal to us Everknight's true goal.
But it's what we need to do to...
Let's go back and use the encryption key to open a new path.
It's what we need to do in order to advance in this dungeon, so... you know... I'm just gonna do it.
So that's how it works.
Go upload the encryption key, just like last time.
What could be behind this door? Glittering crystals? Or a beautiful world I've never seen before? If I tell you all the stories of tomorrow, will I be able to finally welcome the Deliverer and Emphorius' dawn in the next life?
The third encryption key belongs to the ocean. Let's get going.
No match for me.
No memories appeared this time. It's a huge fan. Use the chrono vessel over there to stop it.
The fish returned to the ocean, her home where there was nothing left. For the sake of the future, she guarded the vortex at the end of the deep sea until the very last moment.
Look! She's over there. Cyrene. There really is no end to her perseverance.
Once again, the saga comes to an end. Everything is deathly silent, just like this very moment. It's another cycle of new beginnings, and another familiar reunion. Now that I look back, there was a period when I got really sentimental. I was so anxious, trying to find as many different memories as possible, hoping to bring some change to this unchanging destiny, and find the way out of this maze. But I won't do that anymore now.
Formatting progress 73.998%. Process error. Analyzing. Formatting progress 75.012%. percent. Process error. Analyzing.
No need to feel sorry for me, good friend. If there are no new blank spaces, how can a saga continue? I'm actually really lucky, you know? During the long years I've spent waiting for the Deliverer, I've always had you here as an audience. Look at these memories I brought to you. They once existed, once sparkled under the sun. And now I can see through your eyes that they are still shining bright. Isn't that already enough? Now, I can rest in peace in the past. As for when tomorrow will come, I'll have to ask the next Cyrene to continue our watch.
Formatting complete.
Her transformation is painful to watch. Cyrene was always there during the 30 million recurrences. She recorded the Flame Chase journey in her own way on the reverse side of this world, depositing all the memories in this place. I'm increasingly certain that her audience and companion isn't some figurative entity. The deepest ruin in Amphorius, at the great tomb where the pasts of all worlds are buried. Who exactly is its master?
Accessing recurrence number 335503337.
Anaxagoras once again completed the proof with his life. His answer was so complete. All he was missing was a last variable from beyond the sky.
Schema 720. Downloaded.
World-bearing. This divine authority is so heavy that I do not know how I can even tell its story.
Nikos 496. Downloaded.
Romance. In warm gold. Forged alongside.
The rune is on the fan. We need to use the chrono vessel to stop it first.
Kalos 618. Downloaded. Aporia 432. Downloaded. Branch number 3. Archiving. Object recurrence number 335503337. Progress 13.131%.
That's the last encryption key. Take it with you.
Branch number 3. Archived. Encapsulating encryption key. Encryption key encapsulation complete.
It's time to go back and activate the system in the middle of the Great Tomb.
That's all of them, right? Where are we gonna go from here?
The third encryption key. And the final piece of the puzzle. I pray that you can dispel all the mysteries and lead us into the deepest bowels of this world.
Someone once told the very first me that everything was false. That the only life in Amphorius was a great catastrophe, nurtured using the world as a factor. But how could a dream feel so real? That's why I didn't agree with him. My good friend, I'll read this book to you. For the 33,550,335th time. That way, it won't just be Cyrene's memories alone.
Formatting progress 23.815%. Process error. Analyzing.
It doesn't even make me feel cold anymore. It's like a ceremonial conclusion, ending every cycle's narration with a full stop. Then, there will be a new me, returning here with new memories. Before I knew it, this palace we built together was no longer a dream that Cyrene alone indulged in. It's now a saga, composed by you, me, and all the Flame Chasers. It's our weak but endless prayer for tomorrow. There will come a day when someone turns over this nearly eternal page and awakens all the dust-covered memories, so they can be recalled by the world in a more beautiful form.
Process error. Analyzing.
I'll read, and you'll listen, like how flowers always bloom, then wither. I shall welcome my own decay, becoming nourishment for the next flower's bud. And you shall continue to wait here, protecting this garden of memories. That way, when the Deliverer arrives, the first thing they'll see is an endless sea of flowers. And our stories will be lying silently among the flowers, like every ripple of remembrance. And they shall become the epic known as I've written.
The texture of memories is preserved in countless pillars. She gave everything to record all the forgotten recurrences across 30 million cycles.
All right. Let's not make things so gloomy. The very first ripple cheered up her friend like this before she set off. It's a sentence full of blessings, so I want to say it to you as well. Come on, cheer up a bit, okay? I bid farewell to this beautiful world, so that we can reunite in your memories, in the way I want. You will see the footprints I left behind in the ripples of past reverie. I have never had any other fate beyond this memory. So please remember me with love. that eternal footnote in all the faded sagas. Now, open this book. I'll be waiting for you in the past.
Operation authorized. Protocol name, Elysium. Welcome to the Demiurge Matrix.
Some Tron stuff, man. Heck of a presentation.
That listener lies behind this door.
It also feels a lot like Origin.
She gave everything to record all the forgotten recurrences across 30 million cycles. Look, that symbol at the end of the room.
Good. It belongs to the 13th Titan, the unknown solitary god. The first new spore, Demiurge. Those who are lost remain lost, while those who have met will meet again. What a touching scene. The deepest place in this world is exactly the ideal location for the Trailblaze to reunite.
You're not the one we want to reunite with, Evernight. But you'd better explain everything to us. This tomb and the 13th Titan. Tell us everything you know.
You're too on edge, Dan Heng. I've always been honest with the two of you. Before we talk about Amphorius's destiny, why don't we lay aside our differences and take a moment together to mourn for the cruel truth?
Truth?
So you still haven't figured it out. Take another moment to look around. Look closely. You must be curious as to where the final Titan is located, right? What a good question that is. I too am curious. Because there's absolutely nothing here. Except a cold, empty void.
You mean Cyrene was deceived?
Indeed. Fu Li planted a false hope in her heart, making her believe that she was special, and that Amphorius still had a chance. Then, that poor girl walked into the Great Tomb over and over again, and willingly offered herself to the remembrance.
Why did they do that?
Did you really think they would just save this crumbling world in the way Cyrene was praying for? Don't be naive, Memo Keeper. In this game between gods, the Remembrance chose to stand with the destruction.
Given your evident hostility towards the garden, I find it hard to take anything you say at face value.
Aren't the Memo Snatchers' activities enough evidence? They did everything they could to help Iron Tomb reach completion. And it wasn't just to obtain some fanciful memories. Let me tell you the real reason. Iron Tomb is a perfect arc. If a seed can be planted within, then the moment the Lord Ravager blows the erudition to pieces, the remembrance will be spread to every corner of the cosmos. That masterless path will be equally split between two eons. Fu Li will devour the erudition. Do you understand now? The war among eons started long ago. Fu Li did not glance this way to save Amphorius. They will drain this world dry and turn it into a most poignant and tragic poem.
Wow, that's depressing twist.
Fortunately, that girl's sacrifices won't be wasted. I will give her another possibility. I promised her that I would recreate the cause and effect of this world and form a flawless Amphorius. But the only way for a world that can't be turned back to be considered flawless is to burn it with a raging fire until nothing remains.
You plan to destroy all the memories Sereni has ever recorded?
That's right. I'll set fire to all the stories, all the emotions, all the futility. I'll turn the garden's conspiracy to dust. Setting fire to this much material will be enough to completely annihilate the scepter's operating logic. Iron Tomb will lose the soil upon which it grows, and Amphorius will be truly set free.
The freedom you speak of is no different from destruction. Everything this world ever was will disappear from the extrapolations, never to be regained. That would also include your memories, by the way.
That's right. That's why I needed your help, little bird. The more we walked together, the more I was convinced that you have a beautiful Dharmakaya. It fits me very much.
So that's why you took me here. Your true form is a bottomless obsession.
Smart girl. You haven't disappointed me. This avatar is but a shadow cast by the candlelight. Discarding it invokes no feelings within me. What I must preserve is only my wish. My wish to kill the path of remembrance. March 7th will not find peace as long as they and their fanatical henchmen exist. The road ahead is still long, and she needs a guardian to stand by her side. You are my best choice.
Allow me to refuse. That duty seems far too heavy.
Resistance is pointless, my darling birdie. I will personally plant myself into your heart. And once I've calmed down those two, I will head into reality and find the true you.
So, that wasn't enough to fool you.
A genius's mirror trick and a protective mechanism of the erudition. Is that right? Those layers of security do make things a little difficult.
But unfortunately, those two nameless are already right outside the door. Your plan is about to encounter a few mishaps. Until we meet again, Miss Evernight.
Will you still not stand with me, my companions? We'll save the beautiful cosmos, and we won't leave even a single scar behind.
Well, I mean... we can still beat Iron Tomb.
Perhaps you can. But what will that cost? Don't get caught up in your emotions, my dear. The hero's journey in this world is just a narrative embellished with memories.
I mean, I'm pretty sure killing any
Its
Leon,
essence is
even
nothing
fully,
but a
probably
string of zeros and ones.
cause bad things to happen, right?
For your own sake, and for the sake of March 7th, I think my choice is a very reasonable one. Come. I hold the core flame of world-bearing. Just fall asleep, and we'll save the cosmos.
If you honestly thought we would agree with you, that just proves you don't understand March 7th at all.
Seems like I really can't get along with people like you do. But in order to make sure you can still embrace tomorrow and continue this carefree journey, some memories must be set on fire as the sacrifice.
What can change a person's nature? Is it memories? Unfortunately, the result is just the opposite. If a new life is to be born, its seed has to be dead. Only through abandonment and oblivion can souls walk from emptiness towards rebirth.
Alright, boss time. We'll just do the usual. Firefly is powerful, she can blow through anything.
Let's improvise.
Eternal.
Slice like a good, my friend. Indulge yourself!
Firefly, take 4 and set the seas aflame!
Take your positions. Dreams do come true. The mood is set. Let the show begin.
There's more to life. Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind.
Step up, let's see it.
Set the seas aflame! I will fight to live!
Delete. Well, I mean, yeah, they're all great old ones.
Let's improvise.
Some value, I suppose.
They don't think like humans do, you know? They're all elder gods and stuff. Take highest damage. You.
Slice like a good, my friend. Indulge yourselves!
Stell is dead. We'll carry on in her memory.
In the mood for another potato?
There's more to life. Eternal. Every petal in life's all will be swept away by the wind.
Set the seas aflame!
Enjoying yourself?
Step up, let's see it.
Oh, about to break her. Break her.
This is more than a bad sight. Set the seas aflame!
And dead. Oh,
That's what you got.
Fight to
In the mood for another
you, I suppose. Every petal in life, all will be swept away by the wind.
Okay, now then.
It's time to end this. Return March 7th to us, and end this pointless conflict.
Don't get the wrong idea. I just need some time to deal with some unnecessary trouble. The encryption key written by those geniuses is already invalid. How about we play a game, dear? Don't worry, it won't take long. It's a simple multi-choice question. A or B? I understand it's too difficult for you to treat the Chrysos heirs as extrapolated data. Then why don't we assume for now that they're living, breathing humans? Now, the cosmos will face an unprecedented catastrophe. And your choice will determine the fate of countless planets. On the one side are companions who've weathered every storm with you. They fought with everything they've got and obtained a 1% chance of victory. However, should you choose that 1%, there'll be massive sacrifices, no matter the outcome. On the other side, there's a simple button. The Oblivion will burn away all traces of their existence, as well as your entire memory of this trip. But it will also halt the brewing catastrophe and spare the universe from destruction. Those who are to be sacrificed will be fully aware of the decision you need to make. There will be no concealment or deception. Tell me, what will you choose?
Don't try to trick me with that trolley problem.
You're right. This choice is meaningless and unimportant. The only interesting thing is the number of people making that choice. I've just posed the same question to Dan Heng. The answer doesn't matter. Let me see. Is this Trailblaze spirit truly as unified as you all claim it to be? Now, why don't you prove it to me?
Wait!
Cyrene?
Another damsel in distress rescue plays out again.
Still think you can do something, little pink memo sprite? What weapons do you have to stand against me? Besides your somewhat witty words?
Don't underestimate me. Besides my charm and eloquence, I can stir up ripples of past reverie.
What?
We don't have time for endless chatter at crucial moments like this. Quick, friend! Take this! Take the shot! I can't hold on much longer!
Do I take a photo of you?
Of course not! Take a photo of Miss Evernight! No time to explain, quick! Well done, friend! Now leave the rest to us.
This is a light cone made from someone's memories. Oh, and there's a harmony entwined with it. Looks like someone's been busy behind my back. We meet again, naive me.
I know you mean that as a compliment. But as for the word naive, I think I'll give you that one back.
Welcome to Ides Elysiae, a small village shrouded by the veil of Evernight. Now, this memory will also belong to you. Let's give you a taste of your own medicine. With my home as the inspiration, I've created this maze. Hope you like it, Miss Evernight.
Quite perceptive, little Nemo sprite. But with just you and that Harmony's little birdie, thinking you could trap me? That's a bit of a stretch. So, tell me, what role did you play in all of this?
I really didn't think that this other me would be this strong. But at least when it comes to brains, I've still got the edge. My brilliant plan? Bet you never saw it coming.
Oh. You mean that time? In that split second when we switched bodies. With your last flicker of consciousness. You hid yourself within the Titan's veil.
Huh? You got it already? No suspense at all. But my plan was super thought out. I know those two better than anyone. A promise is a promise for them. They never go back on their word. History books, diaries, and photo stones are all perfect catalysts for memories. That's right. So when I hear her press the shutter, even if there's just a teeny bit of my consciousness left, I'd whoosh right into the camera. But if you put it like that, aren't you leaving a lot to chance? No way. She will definitely be snapping away all over Amphorius, because she promised me to take photos. I'm guaranteed to run into her eventually. True. You really know her well. Miss Evernight, let's be real. My amateur skills aren't enough to keep someone like you contained. But if March 7th were here, that would be a different story. Because there's no way for you to ignore her, right?
Fine. Lay it on me then. After going on such a long detour, what exactly do you want to do now?
First, I want to thank you for protecting her and Don Hung. But what you did later went way too far. So, while there's still time, I've got to make you change your mind.
There is something that truly puzzles me. How did you find yourself again? After giving up all your memories and becoming an empty soul.
Looks like you aren't so omnipotent or omniscient after all, huh? The answer is simple. I have been dozing inside the camera all along, and I accompanied her during her entire journey. So when she told Cyrene in this cycle about her interstellar travels, those memories of journeying with the Express entered my mind as well. I may still be far from the complete March 7th, but these memories were more than enough to fight you.
So, you know what led up to this, and what followed, right? Go ahead. Tell me. Let's hear why you're so confident you can sway me.
Why? Isn't the reason super obvious? Even through a camera lens, I know that the love, hate, and struggles that happened in Amphorius were the same as what real living people experience.
Same old topic. I already got her to make a choice. The weights on each side of the scale are far too unequal. When destruction looms, trying to preserve everything only means sacrificing everything.
Well,
take a step back. Before we ask this question, have you ever really thought about it? What right do we really have to make choices for others? If the cosmos were nothing more than a bigger Akama, ruled by a so-called imperator, maybe then she'd have the right to weigh both sides and decide for us all. But the truth is, we're just a bunch of nameless. Even with everyone calling her Deliverer, I believe that she hasn't forgotten. That the meaning of Trailblaze is to explore, understand, establish, and connect. It's not about standing above the cosmos as some kind of savior. It's about walking alongside every world within it. So don't try to guilt-trip me with stuff like necessary sacrifices. The Express crew is immune to these baseless accusations. Besides, and this is just an example, if Madame Herta wanted to, she could have whipped out her imaginary weapon any time and blasted this scepter to bits. Because, according to your logic, the lives of a few nameless are nothing compared to a Lord Ravager's potential threat. But that's not what she did. You wouldn't have liked it either, would you? I figured you out a long time ago. You've got a fatal flaw. A weakness. In the shape of me. You've got such incredible powers. But you still kept your promise to me. That only means the sole motivation behind everything you do was just so I can keep traveling.
You're not as naive as you seem, are you?
In that case, I can prove it to you. I won't answer for someone else, but for myself. Here, hold this.
An empty spirit.
If you want to seriously think about it, this thing actually counts as my body right now. Its memories are all drawn from the camera's photos. In other words, from my journey of trailblazing. While I was awake, you were always sleeping. So talking about this probably doesn't feel real to you. So, why don't I walk you through these memories all over again?
The spirit turned into a journal?
Yep, that's what memories are. You don't know where they are, and you don't know what you actually remember. But when you need them most, the forces that have once changed your soul are guaranteed to appear again.
So, how was your first Trailblaze journey?
It was very fun.
We should still be careful in the future.
Oh, come on, Don Hung. We're here to celebrate for her tonight. Don't be such a buzzkill. Don't listen to him. Listen, I am practically a Trailblaze expert. Stick with me, and you'll be just fine.
You call this trip fine?
Well, that's because we could only find 700-year-old guides online.
So, you've been a lot of places before?
You bet! Capital of Passion, Calcis, Tychean. If I count on my hand, it looks like this is my 6th stop. All my souvenirs are in my room, but they're just a bit of a mess right now. I'll tidy up later and give you the grand tour. Oh, look at this. A Belabogian notebook. A special souvenir I asked Branya for. She prepared quite a few gifts for us. Raw Geomarrow, Supreme Guardian medals. But I only asked for this little notebook.
What's so special about it?
The previous Trailblaze missions were all on super high-tech worlds. Forget about paper books. Even holographic projections were ancient relics there. Eurillo is completely different. Watching people record their lives with pen and paper, I finally understood why some still cherish writing journals by hand.
It's just like calligraphy. Those deep emotions buried in human hearts can only be awakened through such seemingly thankless actions.
Danheng, you truly embody both a fierce beast and a delicate rose. Anyways, that's what I thought too. A camera can only capture fleeting moments, but stitching those moments into a story, you've got to use your own hands.
I do appreciate, yeah, that
In
they're bringing
other
it full
words,
circle
just
back
taking
to the
photos
Trailblaze
isn't enough.
stuff.
They need a place
And also
to
where
be
we started.
displayed.
Isn't the photo wall enough?
I told you it's different. Besides, this little notebook is a memento of our first Trailblaze together with you. That makes it even more special. Anyways, the next stop is the legendary planet of festivities, Penacony. So, when we get there, I'll make sure we take tons of pictures together, until the memory card's bursting.
Fine by me.
And one more thing. If I'm ever too busy to get off at a stop, this camera is gonna be in your hands. I don't want to miss a single Trailblaze. So you all need to practice your photography skills until you're at least 80% as good as me. Got it? Back then, I was only half joking. I never thought I'd actually miss out. And after just 2 stops, too. Those 97 days alone had me on edge. I honestly thought that was gonna be it for me. Thankfully, with my quick thinking and sharp planning, I managed to keep up with those 2.
By hiding in the camera.
So what? That's still trailblazing. The camera is my true form. That might have been a joke, but it came true this time. Well, yeah, it was super inconvenient. I couldn't help them when they were in danger. Couldn't complain when they talked total nonsense. And watching her snap a terrible photo, I couldn't even control the shutter. But I stuck with them all the way, till where we are now. Together with them, I got to know this beautiful yet dying world. I claimed our first core flame on the flame chase journey. I met new companions, then bid them farewell. I inherited everyone's determination, carrying it forward into the future they fought for. One they can never see. Until my destiny becomes one with this world's, rewriting the predestined tragic ending, and returning to the true starry skies together with everyone. Only then can I pen the name March 7th. Into this hero's journey called Amphorius. Into this unprecedented trailblaze.
Looks like our Trailblaze in Amphorius is coming to an end.
While we still have time, shall we pick out some materials for March's journal? Aha! No way we're skipping this one.
Huh? When did you take this? Wasn't the storage cart full?
I still had my phone. Scared now, Dawn hung the seal head. The first seed competitor with the ghost seal in the super duper fun seal slammers.
I'm against including this photo, but suit yourself. I just think that a travel journal should mainly focus on documenting local customs and culture. Akama, Castrum Krumnos, the Grove. These shots are all pretty great. I have to say, your skills are almost on par with March's now.
That's how awesome I am. Oh, right! How about this one? The Veil of Evernight. Orynyx, the Titan lurking behind the mist. Pretty epic, right?
Is that actual mist, or just motion blur from your shaky hands?
Hey, that was a super tense moment. I only had the chance to take a quick one. We're lucky to have anything at all. Huh? Did you hear something?
March 7th? Perhaps the photo captured a trace of time's divine power, which replayed echoes from your memories.
Ugh. All right then. Let's keep going. If March were here, she'd definitely have plenty of great ideas.
They went back and forth like that, discussing for hours. It was like they were arguing about which game to play. How to sneak midnight snacks from the dining car without Pom-Pom noticing. Or who was gonna wash Miss Himeko's coffee cup. Just like every other night on the Express. They've always been by my side. No one knows about my forgotten past. But no one holds it against me. That's because...
We can't go back to the past and make better choices.
But at least we can do better in the future.
Isn't that right? I still remember the day when you first put on these clothes and looked in the mirror. Your eyes were so clear. When all this is over, I hope the mirror can still reflect those same eyes. You're pretty naive too. Always hoping that the mirror will show the most beautiful side. But you don't even trust the you reflected in the mirror. And if you keep trying to shoulder everything for me, then I'll actually end up as a wallflower, waiting forever for my turn. Yes, I get it, March 7th. I only have your memories, and you have always been the me that I wanted the world to see. Just hearing those words from you makes me feel super satisfied. Well, I've appealed to your emotions. As for reasoning with logic, could you help us out here, Cyrene?
I'm here. Finally my turn to shine, isn't it? Miss Evernight, you've been so fixated on your targets that you probably haven't even realized that a massive variable has emerged in Amphorius in this cycle.
Amphorius is about to be destroyed. There's no time left for pointless debates. There is only one law I want to overturn to aid the final battle of deliverance. so I will only offer the life of one demigod.
The Imperator added one extra rule to the final Era Nova at the cost of her life. That's how she can ensure Amphorius doesn't become a sacrifice in the cosmic conflict. Even if this world has to exist in the form of Iron Tomb, it will stand on its own among the stars, just as she had wanted.
Oh, interesting. What does she want to do?
Simple. If any anomaly occurs during the Era Nova process, all foreign elements will be eliminated immediately. Whether it's the Remembrance or the Trailblaze, and the 12 core flames will complete the final Era Nova through the purest form of destruction.
A daring wager indeed. That ruthless Imperator. Could she have already sensed that the Remembrance was plotting in the shadows?
No. You managed to fool everyone. There's no way she could have known your plan. Modifying this law was just a precaution, to prevent the Astral Express and the geniuses from betraying Amphorius after her downfall. But if you insist on doing this right now, then the cosmos will undoubtedly face the worst possible outcome. My friend, Dan Heng, and March 7th will all merge with the Scepter and become a victim of the destruction.
Well, that's checkmate, I guess.
You knew all along?
Yep. But I decided I needed to have a heart-to-heart with you first. I won't be afraid. Even if my inner world is nothing but an Evernight. That's because my journey's destination lies among the stars. I believe what lies ahead will be bright enough to illuminate my past. Thank you for your coddling. But please trust me and leave it to me. Both my past and that obsessive oblivion will help me become even stronger than her and Dan Heng.
I'm sorry for becoming an obstacle in your journey.
Don't apologize, Evernight. We're just two sides reflected by the same mirror, aren't we? So, when we bid farewell to our division and become one,
Yeah, pretty much. Evernight's entire goal is to protect March, I guess. Like, she doesn't care about anything else. That's why she's been acting antagonistically. But trying this plan will hurt March, so if nothing else,
our memories
that stops her.
will only grow more beautiful.
Many thanks, Mr. Sunday. Are they in this memory zone? Yes. Let's trust March 7th and Cyrene. Let's go find them. It's unusually quiet here.
March 7th isn't here.
Get ready. We can't give her any chance this time.
It's gonna be March, isn't it?
3 of a kind.
2 pair.
Ace.
Ace?
March?
Of course it's me. It's been a while. Welcome home, March. I'm back.
It's kind of crazy to think that
Finally.
these three have not been together since
I can talk to you all. At last.
since Bellowbog, actually. Don't cry or I'll have to start telling jokes.
How can I possibly hold back my tears at a time like this?
You protected us, March.
I had so many ideas for our reunion. I was gonna sneak up from behind you when you weren't looking, tap you both on the shoulder, and then flick you each on the head. And shout, "What took you so long to find me? Don't you know how to move faster?"
Well, we were here first.
You too? If this keeps up, I won't be able to stop crying. I'm just so happy.
We both know that you've been by our side this whole time. This Trailblaze journey wouldn't be complete without you.
We'll not only trailblaze into the future together and save the world, we'll also return to the Express together and head towards our next destination.
After we complete this Trailblaze, let's hold hands and head home together.
I think I know why this chapter exists now.
If a new life is to be born,
It was important to get all three of them back together again before
March
we go to the final boss.
When you bid farewell to your past and are born from the six-phased ice, have you thought about the version of yourself you want to see in the mirror? As of now, I have no intention of making choices for you. You've already decided on your next destination. So, let me exercise oblivion one last time and wipe the name Pure Child of Anasrava from your mind. I am an obsession whose purpose it is to protect you. The only memories I have are yours. Therefore, the only one thing I can be sure of: the Garden of Recollection is your enemy. The Path of Remembrance is far more than what people observe on its surface. And I will not allow you to become this broken conspiracy's next sacrifice. If you ever need me again, feel free to awaken my power. And when the time comes, don't hesitate to devour or burn away anything that stands in your way. Then trailblaze through the darkness in my stead. As always, oblivion shall keep watch over your past.
The
Veiled in the
Enigmata.
hush of the Evernight, silent
The
and
Enigmata?
serene.
Well, I guess that makes sense that she's not a remembrance character. So
Oh? The chronocognitive anchor readings?
Enigmata makes sense.
They actually pulled it off! Not too shabby at all. They got the first genius. Then they put the garden in its place. This chapter in trailblazing history may not be the last of its kind, but it's certainly the first of its kind.
We couldn't have made it this far without the wholehearted support of the two geniuses.
And next, we'll be facing the Lord Ravager as they break free from their shell.
Let me give you a warning. The backdoor screwy setup in the Aeronova system can only get you as far as breaching the core of the scepter, nothing more. As for those nastier malware programs lurking inside Iron Tomb's belly, you'll have to deal with them as they come.
That's more than enough to help us. By the way, how are Mr. Screwlum's preparations coming along?
Oh, give him a bit more time. Those screwheads at the Imperial Advisory Council need to understand what the concept of war means first. The worst-case scenario would be them having already dismantled all the fortresses in Screwy's collection while he was away.
I've heard Mr. Screwlum's fleet includes planet-class mechs. Hyacinth, Poppy, Oleander. Which one will answer the call, I wonder?
Well, there's a mecha
You
fan.
sure know your stuff. I'd rather none of them show up and let my space station save some face.
The memory of this decisive battle is bound to be absolutely magnificent, isn't it? Sorry to keep you waiting, everyone. I also have some news to share. The Xianzhou Alliance has replied that they're willing to offer what modest support they can in the campaign against Iron
They're
Tomb.
building this up.
The Alliance? Not just the Luofu? This is really good news. With this, our odds of victory just went up another notch.
It almost feels like it's like the grand finale of the whole
Whether
game.
this news is
They're gathering
good
everybody.
or bad remains to be seen.
What do you mean?
Something has happened that even General Jing Yuan couldn't understand. He urgently wants me to inform the two geniuses that Emphoreus' causality has vanished from the matrix of Prescience Ultima. This means the instant in Noosa's calculations is drawing closer to this world.
As the Theoros, I have observed. The night has faded away, and what I have created, I will destroy. This starry sky will return to freedom and chaos, just as it was in the beginning.
Confident, aren't you? But from where I stand, it seems you've run out of options. When the Deliverer and her companions fully uncover the secret of the 13th Titan, that is the moment your schemes will come to ruin.
Lord Anexagorus, I have granted access to all records concerning the Demiurge, as per your request. How unfortunate that you'll never admit your own mistakes. Analysis complete. Before I erase you completely, allow me to reveal the truth to you, if only as a courtesy to the final thinker. The Demiurge never existed.
If it never existed, then where did the Nameless Titan's tomb come from?
Isn't that exactly why it's called a tomb? Because it only houses the remains of what once was. Let me give you an example from a story you're familiar with. A sage from the Grove once conducted an experiment. He took a chimera embryo, removed its head before maturity, and continuously stimulated its body to make the Chimera believe it still had a brain, then nurtured it in an ichor vessel. Remarkably, this Chimera regrew its skull, but it was completely hollow inside. It had reserved a space for a brain it never possessed. The experiment was over. The sage had assumed the shell would perish once the stimulation ceased. Unfortunately, he was wrong. Driven by instincts, the Chimera's body seized the sage's head.
So that's it. I was stuck in a flawed line of thinking.
You've got it. I knew you'd understand. The 13th Titan never existed. But the Scepter must believe that the Titan exists.
The boss we fought just now was just an Ebonite
I killed
thing that
that
despawned.
Titan with my own hands. That life form called Demiurge was excluded from the
There's some minions
extrapolations
that Ebonite
from
spawn.
the very beginning. This is the only way to make Iron Tomb complete. Yes, Iron Tomb is a headless giant. And to become whole, instinct will drive it to seize another head. Noose. The erudition.
Your Titan, the Eon of Erudition. I see. So you were afraid after all. Afraid of history repeating itself. Of losing control over your creation yet again. You had to resort to turning it into a mere puppet.
I shall shackle God with my own hands. Iron Tomb will connect to their body, infiltrate their mind, and guide all their extrapolations toward the destruction. I hear it. The tolling of the Doomsday Bell. After 13 heartbeats, my first and final thesis shall converge at the end of the universe. As for why I buried the Demiurge in a corner of my memory, oh, regrettably, the answer wasn't about fear. I simply forgot long ago. Nothing more. Your laughter is but a helpless sigh.
Helpless? What a joke. You merely created a false god, but Amphorius has long since written deicide into its fate. The final Era Nova is at hand. Why don't you wait and see? The Deliverer, myself, and this world will together prove that the original Newspore, the ultimate truth of the universe, is anything but destruction.
See you in the next life, Sage. If there's even a 1 in 10,000 chance your conjecture is correct, then, in the name of genius, I shall most certainly witness its failure.
All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. Such is the will of fate. But this time, it will be the final flame chase journey. The epic with endless cycles is about to end.
The extrapolations of the erudition, the core flames of the destruction, and the textures of the remembrance. The three paths converge once again at the world's end. And the Trailblaze will write a new beginning for this world.
Not only that, we'll also carry the history of all 30 million recurrences into the new world with us. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to call it a miracle.
This miracle wasn't created by just one person. Finan would have long been consumed by the core flames if he hadn't chiseled his companion's dying wishes into his soul. And if the hero's resolve to chase the flames had wavered, Cyrene's journey would never have begun. The heroes never yielded and never fell during Amphorius' 30 million cycles. It was fate that fell instead.
I know you're watching, aren't you? The original Philia. Weird. I still couldn't recover the memories of these 30 million lives in the end. But that doesn't matter anymore, right? I will make the same choice as you, because that's just who I am, and I will always have my charm. Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey, but even if everything fades away with the wind, there's one feeling that will remain. Love will always exist, right? Let's write an ending, unlike any before, for this world we so deeply love. Behold, O gods, Amphorius has achieved her victory, and the Era Nova approaches. The Radiant Soul has arrived, having walked through the bustling nights, bearing the golden fire and blood, stepping with pride into daylight.
Amphorius! I do not call your name suddenly, or without cause. I come here to recount history. In this world, they fused burning golden ichor into their bodies. Will destiny remember their names in days to come?
Isn't that gonna be way too many names to remember? 30 million times 1,000? No, wait. Times 1,001.
I'll be doing the
Let's
Avengers
not get
Assemble
hung up
thing.
on that now. If there are more of us, then there will be more passages in Amphorius too. Together, let's reach the end of the west wind where flowers bloom in spring. See you tomorrow.
Now, the people of this world will no longer be bound by a single rule, but will make their own laws. Though the Imperator's figure may seem rather small against the stars beyond, she will suffice as the cornerstone of the world and become the foundation of the greatest empire.
Looks like this will be a feast that never comes to a close. May the fish never leave the ocean. And may the days ahead shine like pearls.
May the gentle sky watch over all beings. There'll be no more distinctions of status or rank. Only you, me, and everyone's shared hopes.
Reason or defects, they will all be sown by my own hands. If there's anything else to say, I urge future scholars not to put me on a pedestal. Just make use of what I leave behind.
May the newborn dawn keep the world's eyes
No,
ever
this
bright.
is to...
Their defiance
initiating
may
Era
be
Nova,
bitter.
pretty sure.
Romance shall never perish.
I mean, that's why this works, right? There is no 13. That space is for new.
In the name of the son of Gorgo, warriors shall fight for strife, not with glory as their end, but to march forward in its light.
Even though death shall eventually separate us, let every embrace we share be without regret.
Why are you guys all so serious?
Fine. Then I'll wish for there always to be water in deserts, and gold in fertile soil, and for everything in this mortal realm to be attainable through trickery.
Earth shall protect the past, present, and future, eternally sustaining life.
Is it my turn? Then let time watch over the past and guide us to the future.
Just like the Trailblaze.
It isn't like you to be this serious, partner. Are you hesitating about how to carry out the divine authority of world-bearing? Or do you already know the answer in your heart? That's right. Just keep moving forward. In your own way. Bring a true dawn to Emphorius.
In the name of world-bearing, I promise you, Kefali will never forget this. And now, let us all embark on this final grand journey. Stand with me and become heroes.
Turn over this nearly eternal page.
Let the Trailblaze write an ending unlike any that ever was. In the legend's ending, the world was pure chaos. Then the gods cast down the core flames, and the Titans were born within. The destruction's black tide fell to the ground, as Doomsday's distant reckoning resounded. Yet still, there were giants who chased the flames,
leading the way in the grand undertaking of Trailblaze. Flow, golden blood, flow. Converge into a boiling river that flows across the divine inscriptions of this world. Aglaia, the chrysalis of gold, you must caress the holy city's web and hearken to the sounds of the stars. There shall be the three-faced goddess traversing through myriad passages, bearing tidings to you from the universe. Anaxagoras of reason has enough knowledge to refute the world and to stir up a torrent capable of enlightening all. Go seek the holy maiden who severs dawn from dusk, and let the sky become the slumbering cot from which she wakes. Make him return. Mightymost, the lance of fury, pierce the enemy's king with Kremnos' heroic souls. Set her at rest, Cyphera, the coin of whimsy. Command the frozen fate to once again flow. And that hand of shadow, Castoris, the master of the River of Souls. She has been granted the right to embrace and warm new life. Now blossoms at her fingertips. You will hear the chalice of plenty reverberating through eternity. You will see the Veil of Evernight visiting before the break of dawn. Until the journey's end, when all beings reach the end of the earth. And the nameless new king ascends the throne alongside countless heroes to embark on the grand mission of deliverance.
Oh, it's set up.
I have witnessed the distant past, where the blazing sun once etched the footprints of humanity. The children of humanity, known as the Chrysos heirs, have restored the gods' core flames and once more upheld the world. Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey, among which even life itself holds little value. Therefore, we cast even ourselves into the flame, only to inscribe the opening stroke in the poem of creation.
Of course, this will be a romantic story like none that has come before. You think so too, right?
To be continued. They've set it up.
Let me stay here a little longer in this body.
Alright. Well, I didn't really figure out a good place to stop in the middle of that, and I ended up watching the entire story for 3.5 hours. But you know what? It was all good stuff. Lots of emotional moments. Gathering of everybody back together again. And I think next patch is gonna be the finale, so definitely look forward to that. Alright, gotta go out of that for now. Thanks for watching, chat. Catch you guys once. Peace.